What was the purpose? If the jab doesn't work and you're still having to wear a mask.
And Sleepy Joe said once we got the jab, we didn't have to wear the mask.
Right. Oh, he's the worst. I don't even want to start talking about him. I will throw up.
Go ahead.
Let me just go over to a bush. Hold on. No, I'm not even a registered voter, but I am paying attention, obviously, and he is a joke. He's absolutely a joke. Most politicians are not good. There, I guess, are some that are good or have good intentions, but the government, unfortunately, is pretty corrupt in general. So
Who do you think you're going to try to vote for next year?
Well, I'm not a registered voter.
Oh, so
Remember, I told you that. Yeah, and I'm okay with that. I am actually in the process of becoming a state national.
Oh.
So I am a Californian. I'm a woman on the land.
Okay.
So you change your status. Because I did it to my son, and when our parents, when we're born, we were given away to the corporation of America. If you look at your birth certificate, it's all in capitals. You're a corporation. You're not a person.
I do a channel, Crowman17. I like to go around and document a lot of stuff.
Oh, you're on YouTube too?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
I've been all the way up to Seattle and whatnot, and this guy right here with the megaphone and the construction hat, he's actually been coming here to this corner every weekend, even when it's hot like this. I came by here when I first saw him. It was about 92 degrees, and he's been putting out these signs and trying to just get people to wake up that it should be your choice. And I think the biggest deal is that, my body, my choice, it only gets applied when it helps with their narrative.
Exactly. Yep, exactly.
And suddenly, if it's like, well, if that doesn't help my narrative, suddenly we just got to get rid of that. And, you can point out all the hypocrisy every day, all the time, and that's what we're kind of doing here. And some people, they just don't wake up. It doesn't matter.
So, what's the crow's name?
This is Morgan.
What's Morgan's significance?
I just been raising crows ever since I was a kid. It's kind of my favorite thing to do. It's a hobby of mine. I found my first one when I was in high school, and it's just a kind of habit. I love to raise crows, and they're really smart animals. And
So what do you think about everything going on? Like, me and him are just in Safeway right now, and we were forced to put masks on, even though, you know what I mean? Like, I got my shot, they got their shots.
I just refused. The lady actually looked at me. She stared at me, and she said, "Excuse me, sir, you need to put on a mask." And I turned around and looked at her, and she kept saying, "You," with the bird. And I just stared at her because she didn't have her mask on. And I stared at her and said, "Sir, you need to put your mask on." And I just stared. "Sir." And then she raises her mask. I'm like, "Thank you." And I pulled out my medical card, and I said, "Oh, look, I don't have to." And then they left me alone. But then when I went through the register, what did they say? I'm not sure if you caught that. He said, "Next time you come in here, if you don't put on a mask, we're going to refuse service to you."
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Ridiculous. And what did Sleepy Joe say? Once you got the shot,
You didn't have to.
you didn't have to.
Yeah, you can have nice things. What was it? 4th of July. You can have a 4th of July with your... How long ago was that now? We're October now?
Probably cool, like a month and a half.
Mm-hmm. I was really surprised to see all the mask mandates coming back on. And this place right here, over here, Tony and Alba's Pizza, is a vaccination requirement. You can't go in there without you're showing your Vax card.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of places in San Francisco right now, too. You can't even, like, order food, takeout, or anything if you don't have your Vax card.
Yeah, so, and you gotta ask though, but what's the point if you could still get COVID, you still have to wear a mask? I'm just going through the rounds again. Haven't we all said these things before? It's been a year and a half. I'm sorry, enough is enough. I only wear a mask at my job just to keep my job. Other than that, like, I don't know. I've lost nobody. I could say I know people who know people, but that's all he said, she said.
Exactly.
No, I can't prove nothing that
I haven't seen anybody die from the COVID, you know what I mean?
Nobody.
Have you caught COVID yet?
I presume I have. I don't know. I just got some respiratory feelings back in, I don't know, I think it was I guess it must have been almost a year and a half ago now when the whole thing first started. And it came and it went. And that was that. So I assume that maybe that's what it was. It was a little weird. I just kind of woke up and I could feel some kind of infection, and it lasted for about a month. And it was just slowly going down. I never went to the doctors. I just don't go to the doctor for anything unless, like, I'm,
You go to the doctors for one thing, you come out with 10 different things, you know what I mean?
I don't see any reason to go to the doctor. Yeah. So I just don't go to the doctor. So I never found out what it was. I have no idea. I assume I did. And if I did, cool. It's fine with me. Never bothered me. Even my roommates, my brothers, they all said, when I told them about this, they said, yeah, if you have it and we get it, who cares? Nobody cared. And nobody died.
Just isolate, you know what I mean? For a week or two, and you're good.
We just didn't even do that. He was, because I lived with him, we all lived together, and the way he saw it was that, that it just might happen And I think we were all, even at that time, a year and a half ago, very confident that this wasn't going to be the deadly pandemic we were being.
The new normal.
Yeah, the new normal. And no, I'm actually trying to get out of this state as soon as I can.
Where are you trying to head to after this?
I don't know where I'm going. Maybe Wyoming. I can't say. I just know that I'm leaving here. And once this, where do they got this rent where you can't, they can't kick you out. So I actually haven't been paying my rent ever since I lost my job.
Where are you living at right now?
I'm living right around here. So yeah, because of COVID, I lost my job and I stopped paying rent. Thankfully, I couldn't get kicked out. But as soon as that's up, I'm out of this state. And I'll fight for as long as, we were actually talking about this over here. I'll fight as long as I'm here. But I don't plan on being here anymore. I'm done. This is just a loss. I can't afford.
California's gone downhill.
Yeah, I can't afford a room. I can't afford anything anymore. My job, they just doesn't matter how high they raise minimum wage. It seems like I still can't pay for anything. The best room I got was $1,000 in a stranger's house in some other part further north than here in the Bay Area, and I couldn't do it. I was gonna move in, and the day came, and I just didn't have the money. I was like, I can't do it. So what am I gonna do? I don't know. The only option seems is just leave.
And you got the camper too, so you could just crash in the back if anything. Travel around the world.
Oh no, I'm parked on the other side of Safeway.
Oh.
Yeah, I got a little.
Whose car is this one?
I have no idea. One of the organizers.
Organizers.
Yeah, but they got a lot of good stuff. All the signs and everything. It's probably the guy who.
The guy with the megaphone over there, huh?
I think.
Yeah. She was telling me over there that the guy, he's the one that's been hosting all these things with his family every weekend.
Yeah, like I said, he was out here every weekend. I remember I saw him out here in the heat when it was hotter than it is today. He was out here.
And it's hot.
Yeah, and I interviewed him real quick. Why are you doing this? And you're out here by yourself? You're a rebel. And yeah, he's like, it doesn't stop me. I'll still be here. And now finally someone put it up on the Bay Area Conservatives meetup, and we actually got more crowd now. This is the most people I've ever seen here. And I'm actually really happy.
It's a good turnout, huh?
It is. I wish we can get more. And like I said, we're not telling anybody not to get the vaccine. You should be your choice.
It's just the fact that they're trying to force everyone to get the jabs, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And that kind of takes the incentive away. I really think more people would be getting it if they weren't pushing it so hard. And probably this is most likely going to turn into just like a yearly flu shot, and we're just going to have to keep getting more of the same crap. It's
next year is going to be a new virus. A year after is going to be a new virus. It's going to be hepatitis. Now everyone's getting AIDS again.
Mm-hmm. And they're not going to be developing some new vaccine. Trust me. It's just going to be more of the same shit, more of it.
What do you think's inside the vaccine?
I have no idea what's in there. I've heard some things, but I cannot prove anything. But either way, whether it helps or not, I know I don't need it. It's not necessary, so I'm not going to get it. And if they're going to try and tell me that I have to get it, it's crossing the line. No, I'm not going to put up with that. And I also found out today that I don't know if this is true, but they're saying, Gavin Newsom has now passed a law that every student K through 12 has to be vaccinated if you're in school. Everybody's child.
Just to attend school.
Just to attend school. Yeah, just another reason to leave. I don't want to raise kids here. Yeah.
All right, man. Well, you want to plug your YouTube channel for the audience?
Crowman17, if you want to check me out. It's a little slow right now because times are very tough, but I'm still, as you see, I'm still out here. I'm still doing videos when I can. So check me out. Everything is Crowman17. Thanks.
Say goodbye to the crowd.
Morgan, you hungry? You hungry? No? Baby. There you go. Good boy. That's very sweet.
It's not a bad one, huh?
Pineapple.
5% too.
Is it?